This live stream was supposed to start earlier, but I've been having some issues with YouTube, and it might have to do with the live stream that I did with SJ last night. So if you are waiting for the live stream that was supposed to be on about 10 minutes ago, this is it. So, all right, let's take a deep breath. It is April 25th, Tuesday, 12:10 a.m. And I got back from the Osaka Big Cat show around, what time did I get back home? Well, I stopped by the market, so maybe around 11. I do have work tomorrow, so today is going to be a little bit, I think it'll be a bit shorter of a recap than the previous ones. So, and I'll apologize that you guys were waiting, and I'm hoping this is going okay. If you guys throw up a chat, then maybe I know that this is actually working okay. All right. The venue itself, why are you up exactly? Because I'm doing this. This was supposed to be done earlier and things happened. All right, just don't bother me. Let me get through this. All right. So today was the last and final Kansai show in Kansai, the the area, and it was in Osaka. Very much in the heart of Osaka. A lot of cool stuff around the whole area. I've been there before. There's a lot of music stores. The venue itself was on the fourth floor of this huge sort of mall called Big Step, and just it's a cool place, but the venue itself and the way that the mall is situated. I mean, if you guys saw the live stream I put up previously, it's kind of awkward and it's hard to really get people all together because there's not enough space in one area. There's just these stairs and small little corridors and yeah. So one of the reasons why, sorry, one of the reasons why that the live stream was slightly maybe not as good as previously was I was just trying to find people and it was hard to. All right, inside the venue itself, it reminded me a bit of Hiroshima at Club Quattro, which is on the 10th floor. And I think the capacity is about the same, 800. But for some reason, um, Club Quattro in Hiroshima feels a bit more cramped, a little bit tighter, which I actually kind of liked and like. We go in, and it was actually really surprising because the way that they structured is initially in the beginning, the set list, it I was like, wait, what's going on here? Because Domination is the song that they've usually opened up with. Well, not including Kyoto because it was Band Maiko, but when Band-Maid got on stage, they opened it with Domination, but then it was Dilemma this time around, and they've never done that I can recall. It was really early on, and then it was Influencer, which was the last song in Kyoto, so that really threw me for a loop. And then they got to Different. So it was kind of a weird initial set, and that was very interesting. It was fun, but it threw me off. But the rest of the set, excluding Sayonaki Dori, in Kobe it was Rockin' Me, which is a really nice surprise. But this time around, for Miku song, it was Sayonaki Dori. So it was nice to hear that again. I mean, I've heard it a few times now, and she kills it every time now. She's really good at it. But it still seems like, looking on Twitter, people are still like, "Oh, Miku, you can do it, you can do it," hitting that high note. But she does. She's hit the last couple of times. So if she does it again in the States, coming up in May and August, I don't think you guys should be worried at all. Now, I want to go more into because the set list. Okay, I'll do this. I'll go through the set list first, and I believe this is the order. I tried to mentally remember, but I could be wrong. So it was domination, dilemma, influencer, different. Quick little break. Then it was sense, moratorium, black hole. Psyche walked off stage. It was Hayonaki from now on. And then there was a little another break, a little MC, and then they got to Alone, Choose Me, Wonderland, YOLO, and I'm not quite sure where the break is because I didn't mentally make note of that, but YOLO, Mirage, Warning, and then the three-step like stab you in the heart and twist it. It was like daydreaming, and then it was anemone, and then it was memorable. So yeah, all those songs at some point in all those songs, I was like, oh, God, my heart. And then the last set, you had Unleash, You, No God, Endless Story, and Screaming, which is always a great way to end an OQG, I believe. All right, now I want to go into just a couple of, or a few of the songs and certain things that stood out to me. Yeah, they played 23. It's the same, it's almost exactly the same as the Kobe set, except they took out Rockin' Me and they put in Sayonara Dori this time. Now, um, I want to go into certain songs and I want to basically just touch upon certain things that hit me, that struck me this time around tonight. So, Moratorium, as I was doing this for the last time, over the last 4 days, the last three shows, we're all saying whoa, I think out of all the woes, like all the woes that Band-Maid has done, I feel like Moratorium is the most primal. There's something very like, um, yeah, there's just a very primal, like native drum, very gut quality about that song. And this last time around, I just really felt that with everyone just singing along together. It feels like we're brought down to a very sort of primal level, and we're just all kind of chanting together. Um, but I love that. It's primal, but it's very spiritual. It's very low, but it's very high. And I'm not really quite sure how else to say that. Now, this time around, if you guys remember my review from my recap from 2 days ago in Kyoto. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks, John. Um, when I saw from now on in Kyoto, and there was the backdrop of the stained glass, and Kanami was basically had wings, and she was just in her zone and just lost in ecstasy in that moment. It was such a beautiful moment, and I was thinking, can I get this again? Can I try to recapture that moment just a little bit? And then the song starts. I'm like, yes, here we go. And then I look, but I'm like 10 rows deep because I was like 410. Um, so I'm looking, but she's so petite. She's so small. I'm a small guy. She's a small girl, and other people are average or taller height than me. So it was tough, but today the nice thing was that I got a really good view of Misa for a good part of the show. So when I was looking at her, it was like a breath of fresh air, this like spring breeze, just looking at her and returning back to to the roots of just Misa during the shows, because that's all I used to do. It was always just in front of Misa. This time I situated myself in front of Miku 10 deep, but I could kind of see everyone at certain angles depending upon where I looked. But during From Now On, as it was playing, and I don't know what it is about that song, the way that it was written, and how would you describe it? just the minor quality of the song, um, the there's a very dramatic quality to the song. It's very intense, more than I think some of their other instrumentals or even their other songs. There's a very intense, like heavy quality to the melody and to the chording and to just the composition. So when that song plays, it's like everyone's just like, doing metalworks, you know? And watching Misa and having a good view of her for that song, it it wasn't quite the same way and not quite the same level as it was in Kyoto, but this time around as I was watching, yeah, Misa. Okay, I'll say this. Out of all of the members, I feel like she is the purest conduit. I think she's the purest conduit to that that wind that blows through people. That instrument that kind of plays through. There's certain people that have that quality when they play. It just flows. Like Stevie Ray Vaughan, whenever I watched him play, Eddie Van Halen, whenever I watched him play. There are just certain instrumentalists, certain people that you feel like there's like the least amount of resistance between the muse and the man, or the muse and the misa. And that's how I feel. I feel like just the wind blows and Misa just plays. And tonight was just another reminder of why, like, yeah, she is. She's still my favorite. I was just like, yeah, she is. Um, and it's not just because I think she's a gorgeous person, because she is, but the way she plays and yeah, it's like a flag blowing in the wind. That's how I see her playing. So that's always good stuff. Moving on, I mentioned a little bit earlier, but yeah, that three set of Daydreaming, Anemone, and Memorable really is. It's just a killer. It's just a killer. And if you are not just kind of eking and tweaking at the heart from those songs, you're stronger than I am. No God is just a party. It is just a party. I mean, a lot of us experience that actually. Yes, I'm talking right now about the Osaka show, Uncle Yoshi. The Osaka show is being done right now. But No God, I mean, they sang it, I think all of the last US tour, right? I think every show they sang that. But yeah, it's just another reminder. And the cool thing this time around in Japan is that we can all shout and scream, and people were happily doing that. It was like very much the typical Sai-chan, right? Akane, Bisa, all that stuff. Micho. um, but yeah, so it was great to hear everyone's voices, and with No God, there's um, just such a let loose and just get down and party and just lose yourself in the moment. Everyone's just having a good time. Um, so yeah, and that song as well as Endless Story, which followed. Um, Endless Story, the woes in that song have gotten louder since I first heard it. It's just, I don't know why, and I don't think it's just the venue. And maybe there is this reappreciation to vocalize like at the shows in Japan, but like those songs are just deafening. I kid you not, like No God and Endless Story, to me anyway, I think they were louder than when I heard it in the States, which is massive. So, um, yeah, so the songs, I mean, it was great to hear all the songs for the last time. The next time that I'm gonna actually see the ladies, the next time possibly is August in Anaheim. I'm still I can't put my foot down and say yes, Anaheim. I'm hoping, but it may be. And then so for sure though, I'll be watching them in Hiroshima in September. and I'm pretty sure they're going to change it up. They'll be changing up the set list after that, so it'll be nice to hear some new songs. As much as I was thankful and appreciated hearing Black Hole, a few times, hearing Warning, going back to the Conqueror songs, Dilemma, uh, Wonderland, what am I saying, Mirage, which was has always been a favorite of mine too. But going into Omaji Nighttime, it wasn't as sort of bonkers and like back and forth as it was in Kyoto, but it was fun, and I want to just touch upon certain highlights. So for Omaji Nighttime this time, I'll just touch on certain key moments. But for Omaji Nighttime, as Miku was talking, who was it? Was it Misa or Akane that was brushing Kanami's bangs, brushing her bangs down, and then Miku caught them, and then Misa started brushing her bangs, which is very cute as well. And this really fun thing that happened was that Misa's beer opening. This is the first time I've ever seen this, and you tell me if this has ever happened before. But she actually sat down on the throne behind the drum set, and she actually used the bass drum. So rather than just a, she did a. So and not quite the dudum. There wasn't the pause. It was like a dudum, but it was so smooth. And Misa looked so proud of herself, and everyone's like, "Wow, that was so great! It's your first time. How'd you do that?" So that was a really cool little moment. Another one, if you've seen the pictures, and I was trying to put it up for the thumbnail, and it'll be up there a little bit later after this is over. But if you ever come to Osaka, you need to visit an area called Dotonburi. Okay, Dotonburi, and there's bridges and there's like neon everywhere. There's tons of fans. There's tons of tourists everywhere. You'll hear a lot of different languages besides just Japanese. But there's a big sign with a guy with his hands up and one leg up, wearing like he's like a runner with like a tank top and shorts, and he's known as the Glico Man because yes, the giant crab. So Glico is the company, and he's known as the Glico Man. So if you see a picture of all the girls putting their hands up, that's what they're doing. So their hands are up and their leg is up, and they're trying to take a photo of that. Hold on one second. So all the girls are trying to take a photo of that behind Miku as Miku's talking, and so they're like, "Take a picture of us! Take a picture of us!" And, I don't know why, but it's so adorable hearing Kanami talk like as if like nobody else is talking, as if Miku's not even talking and emceeing in the front. But she's like, take a picture, take a picture. So they all line up. And so as they're doing that and trying to interrupt Miku, Miku decides to interrupt their interruption and tries to jump in front of the camera. And then apologize for that, for interrupting their interruption. So that was really fun. That was really cute. And then Miku also I think by now the pyong, the bunny that she did, is pretty notorious because this is the year of the rabbit. And this time around, she did a little Miku big cat. So she did this little thing during Omaji nighttime. And not only that, but so this time I was actually able to get the t-shirt. And when I saw it right away, I was like, hey, Hanshin Tigers. There's photos on Instagram and Twitter, but there are more photos on Instagram. So if you haven't seen Instagram, you're missing some photos. But yeah, so, and obviously I was like, okay, so that was Psyche's choice. She designed it, she wanted that. And it's funny because this is really cute. She was saying like, she actually wanted the shirt itself to be striped. And I think they said no to that. But then she asked, but then they said, oh, you can have the font be striped. She's like, oh, really? Really? So she got really excited about that. And she shared about that as well. Um, because she's just such a massive Haunting Tigers fan. That's how I knew right away. Every time she tweets out, I see that color and I see that design. So I'm like, oh, that's Haunting Tigers. But yeah, Psyche loves Osaka. She loves Haunting Tigers. And the really cool thing was that this time around for Amaji Nighttime, you know that Miku will throw in different chants with the Moe Moe Kyun Kyun. She'll be like, Band-Maid, Band-Maid. And then she did, Hanshin Tigers, Hanshin Tigers. And then she actually threw in their cheer, their chant into her Omaji Nighttime. So that was really fun. That was really cool too. And I'm sure Psyche appreciated that. But yeah, that was the set list. That was the Omaji Nighttime. Those are some of the things that stood out to me. I was so glad that this show I got to see a lot more of Misa and looking at her a lot, not in a creepy way, really, not in a creepy way, but just the way she plays, it moves me so much. Um, yeah, she moves me so much. So I was thankful to get that. But when they wrapped up, when they finished their set and they were saying goodbye and walking off, I got really sad. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna see them for a few months. Um, and it's hard to imagine how we ever got by not seeing them on stage in person for like two, one, two, 2.5 years, you know? For some of you guys, 3 years. It's just, man, it to even think about not being able to see them, it hurts. Um, but yeah, I was glad I got to see these 3 shows. I was glad I got to share this with you. I had a great time with the live streams and meeting people and interviewing them and talking to them. And I really felt like, because one of my personal goals, like with this channel, is to try to bridge more of the gap between Japanese fans and foreign fans, overseas fans. And I feel like, at least for me, I felt that more. I was able to interact with both sides, and I really appreciated that. And the people. So thank you to everyone who helped with the interviews and participated, even though you were shy and embarrassed and afraid. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. Um, yeah, this will be the last tattoo from me for a few weeks. With the shows in the States coming up, I don't know. We're not sure quite what to do. We may have to call upon some of you guys. Maybe you guys who are attending the shows can take some footage and do your own, maybe your self interviews, or interviewing your own friends, and then you guys can send it to us and we'll share that to other people. Like, that'd be really cool. Because it's just, I think the cool thing about this community is hearing from all different sorts of people from all different parts of the world and all different backgrounds. Um, just to kind of unite and just share in this love that we have for Band-Maid and their music and just who they are. So, but it's an idea. But drop any other ideas you have below in the comments section or contact me or SJ. And yeah, dude, America, let's have some fun. And Europe and South America and Australia, other parts of Asia, be patient. Yeah, hang in there. They'll be there, I'm sure. Totally. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna stop here because it is late and I do have work tomorrow, and I'm gonna be a hurting pretty big. So, uh, yeah, thank you guys. I know what this is Monday morning for some of you. So, do you guys not work? Oh, that's right. She dropped the mic. Totally forgot that. Miku dropped the mic while she was doing the Omaji nighttime, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Thanks, Carl. Forgot about that. And a lot of fun little cute moments. Um, if they could, I don't know, if Bandmate had the sense or the management had the sense to record every Omaji nighttime and post it on Bandmate Prime, I think you'd get a heck of a lot of people subscribing. So anyway, Bandmate, I want to say thank you for coming by to my hood, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for the shows. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for making the kind of music that is worth just losing lots of sleep and money and time and just a lot of other stuff over. So, all right, guys, I really do need to sleep, and I'm gonna actually have a little snack because I'm kind of hungry. So, okay, thank you guys so much. I will keep in touch with you in other ways. I will be going to actually a Hades show. Um, Hades, the sort of up and coming band, because they have a new vocalist and they have a new name, but I'll be going to their show in a couple of weeks. So I don't know, would you guys be interested in a live stream of that? And then I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try to ask and see if I can do like even a 5-minute interview after the show with them. So if you guys are up for that, please comment also below, just so I know. And to all the people that I met, Don Shapiro and so many other people. There's a lot of people I met. Thank you so much. Thank you for acknowledging me and for just appreciating our channel. That means a lot to me, and I really hope that we've done a good job of getting Band-Maid out there and getting more people involved and um, yeah, just enjoying more. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Joki. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, I'll do what I can, and I will see you on the other side, whatever that means. 3000K. Yes, thank you, Uncle Yoshi. Okay, guys, you guys have a good day. Get some rest. Grab a drink. Have a good time, and I will see you when I see you. This has been MNN. Oh, I didn't mention it. This has been a tattoo, by the way. If you didn't know, you just got tattooed by Peter Lim from MNN. This is the 7th tattoo Osaka. Yes, 10th anniversary tour updates. More to come. Almost forgot that. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Thank you. Good night. Bye.